Sorry, y'all. I was late getting in from work, and I wanted to get the links to the people that wanted to they wanted to say something. But I hope that y'all are doing all right. I hope that everybody had a good holiday weekend. I finally got through some of my DMs, but they're full again. So there is that. All right. I hope everybody's doing all right. Yes. I also, there's a couple of people that are at work. So I told them that they could, what up, struggles? I told them they could send me a statement and I will read it. All right. Because Kelly, you're going to learn that I had credibility long before you. Right. And that's why you latched on to me. Also, the people that you named, I wasn't friends with. We're also going to go through a bunch of stuff. All right. So we might be here for a minute because, girl, I'm sorry that you think that the Mog Hater Club is support, but you forget you stole from the people that hang out over here. And you could limit your comments as much as you want, bitch. It don't change the facts. All right. So first, I want to go through your GoFundMe and how many you didn't refund. Yeah, let's start there, shall we? I think that's a great place to start. I hope everything is okay, Amy. Hold on, y'all. We're going to go into Dropbox. All right. So, you know what? Let's start with her video. Because in her video, she says I was gone. Girl, you had my phone blowing up the second that GoFundMe was made. All right. All right. Okay. Hi, money swipers. Hi, Missy. Right. I agree, Missy. I agree. However, it's hilarious because like she's pandering to the Mog Hater Club. Girl, because your patterns are just steal from people. So it's only, you think that's a win? They ain't gonna give you no money, honey. What up, Squish? All right, so let's start here. All right, then we'll go watch our videos. All right, you see this? Also, stop fucking lying about Tracy. Anybody could go back to my fucking videos that I've been making since you brought your skanky ass back to this here internet. All right. Tracy's name always had refunded next to it. Stop using her. All right. Now, y'all could see this. All right. Hi, Kelly girl. Y'all could see this. Not refunded, not refunded, not refunded, plus 100 on Venmo, if I remember correctly, and then another 100 on Venmo, no refunds, okay? Another not refunded, not refund. You'll see in the anonymous, okay? What up, Riz? You're going to see next to the anonymous, right? There's going to be an initial there. That's how I identified the receipt to that anonymous, okay? Just so we're all good, all right? So we could keep going, okay? One here, okay? Not refunded, not refunded, okay? Now, I want to know how you could fix your fucked up mouth and get up on this internet and fucking straight lie. You didn't give these people refunds. Hold on, y'all. You didn't give these people refunds. You gave 4 people fucking refunds. Stop showing. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me exit this. Stop showing those tired ass Tracy Lely receipts, bitch. I paid that. All right? I paid that. All right? You understand now? Anybody that is looking at those receipts, you look fucking stupid. Those that had nothing that had to do. Tracy Lely, is she in the chat? Because W asked Tracy Lely for money for her rent, okay? Money for her rent. That had nothing to do with this here GoFundMe, all right? But you see all these people? These are people that wanted refunds. Until you have somebody that donated to one of my fundraisers and wants their fucking money back, shut the fuck up. Shut up. These are your fucking donors I'm speaking for. Do you understand that? Big difference here, okay? And as if that wasn't enough, there's another one, all right? There's another one. I find it super weird how you latched on to me for fucking credibility, bitch. We were never friends. Let's get that right out of here, right? I'm going to go through your DMs, okay? Just so everybody could see, we were not friends at all. And you think those tired ass false police reports that you were fucking filing to further your narrative on the motherfucking internet so you could steal from people mean something? Bitch, they don't. Why haven't you called the police on me yet? I want an answer. Why have you not called the police on me? Because I've been wreaking much more havoc than any of the other people you filed those fucking police reports on. Why haven't you called yet? I'm just wondering. I know the answer. I'm sure you do too. All right? Those are people. All right? We're going to get through this. You see this? You see the date on here, 4/23. All right? That's important. You want to know why? I thought I was gone. I thought I was gone. Does everybody in that video, she says I was gone, right? Let's see. Your GoFundMe was created on April 21st. So where was I? I made that post on April 23rd. Where was I? Just wondering. Hold on. I got to open a new window so that I could get to her video. Bear with me, y'all. I got to go get my nails done, depending on what time I'm here till. Hold on. Oh, look. Everybody's... You don't get to do this. You don't get to hop on the fucking internet and act like something was done to you, bitch. You're what was done to you. This isn't fucking new to you. You've been stealing from people your entire fucking life. Your entire life. Oh, wait. Did this not upload yet? JJ, I'm going to have to use yours. Hold on. I wanted to timestamp it, but I did not have the time, to be completely honest, because I was at work. And then also, girl, Easter, on Easter, you're fucking fixing your fucked up me. All right. First of all right. I'm just going to real quickly. I'm sorry. I've been ignoring the comments. All right. Girl, we know what you look like. Okay. You could drop the fucking filters. All right. She is a thief. She ain't sober. See this? That's what you look like. All right. You are forgetting. I appreciate you, Amy. You are forgetting that you are serving a 10-year probation sentence for stealing from people. And you have all the fucking audacity to continue stealing from people, continue selling your ass and not giving those people you fucking stole from refunds. You have all the audacity. And that shit might fly in fucking Albany, Georgia, but it ain't gonna fly here. Every time you make a fucking video like this, you spit in the faces of the people that helped you not get evicted. Every fucking time. And instead of attempting to do the right fucking thing and sell your ass to fucking pay them back, you get up on here and you lie saying you fucking refunded them. Also, hi Danny, just so everybody understands, I have the emails of the people that were requesting refunds from GoFundMe. Hi, Krista. They couldn't get those refunds because this bitch closed it down. I have it in writing from GoFundMe. You could gaslight the Mog Hater Club. I don't give a fuck if they sit with you. I don't give a fuck if you sit with them. But if you think that that's support, don't make me fucking flex. Okay? You stole from these fucking people. Full stop. I gave you a chance to come forward, take accountability, fucking make amends. Had you done that, we wouldn't be having this fucking conversation. I wouldn't be continuing to talk with your local authorities and get you violated. Had you taken accountability, I wouldn't have given a fuck. But what you do is you come back on this here internet and you fucking lie about it. And that is why you're getting the energy you're giving. All right? Hold on. Let me switch windows for now. It's got to really suck to read these comments because that's the fucking truth. And you don't like the fucking truth. Girl, look at your pinned pupils getting up on here, talking to anybody, looking like a whole fucking clown. Get the fuck out of here. Also, how many people are in here? 334 people. I want to know whoever has given me money, personal money, not fundraise for other people. I don't fundraise for myself. I fundraise for people on this platform that might need help. Never have, never fucking will. All right. I have a job that I don't got to get on my back or my fucking knees for. I don't steal from people. You do. Okay. The fuck?
Yeah, happy Easter.
So you mean to tell me that you think that we're so important that you take a break from your Easter to make this fucking 9-minute long video? Is that what you did? And you think that that proves that you're anything but fucking lonely? The fuck? Oh, my bad. Hold on. Let me close Dropbox for now.
So I see this question a lot in comment sections. I see different creators asking how anyone has ever found Margaret, aka your favorite villain, credible.
I'll tell you how. You want to know how? It is years of showing fucking receipts. Not text messages that I've made, Kelly. It is years of doing that. That's why. Okay? Are we good now?
And let me break it down for you real quick.
Girl, you can't break anything down. Like you have, hi Grace. I'm sorry, I'm ignoring the chat. You have a serious aversion to the fucking truth. Like you're like, the truth is over here, and you are like, nope. And that's what Brian told us. Brian told us that you will never admit to a lie. You will manufacture whatever it is that you've got to manufacture. Okay? All you do is lie. People in your life say that. The fuck?
How she gained any credibility on this app whatsoever. Okay, so what Margaret does is she befriends, and I use the word befriend extremely fucking.
I wish you do, because bitch, we were never friends. Is that where the disconnect comes from? How many people in here have I shared all of our text messages with? Because you realize that this narrative that you're attempting right now, people have already seen every single message, Kelly. Every single message. So they know that the only thing I spoke to you about was legal stuff. One of the last conversations that we had, actually, you were telling me that the Brian texts were fake. Remember? But you wanted people to believe that we were friends. Okay? That's what you wanted, because you needed that, or else you weren't getting any money. That's why you dropped my name 7 times a fucking day in your videos. That's why. So it was you that latched to me, not the other fucking, what would I possibly need out of you? Honestly, let's be for real here.
Loosely with that one, she associates herself with other creators. She has the other creators up in her box. She, seems friendly enough with them.
Girl, what? I closed my boxes because you were jumping into every fucking live I had and making that conversation about you. I had to close my boxes because of that. I'm sure that there are other people in this chat that you hopped in their boxes doing the same. The fuck?
They talk about different things. They chat it up for some time, and it could be a month, it could be 6 months, it could be a year.
You need to remember something, bitch. That was my platform, not yours. Not yours. It is a lie. I know it's a lie.
And then all of a sudden, Margaret finds something wrong with them. All of a sudden, they've done something. Oh, they're a liar.
Girl. You're going to see, I'm going to go through text messages once I get through this video. You're going to see me having conversations with 2 of the people, actually, that you name in this very video. And you're going to see that they feel the same fucking way I do. All right. I just thought that was important to you. And also, I want everybody to know that when Kelly made that GoFundMe, right, and people started blowing me up, and the people around me, one of the people, she said, Villain just made a GoFundMe for 10K. You're not Villain. Do you understand that? Does that sink through your fucking head? You are not Stewie. You are not villain. And that money was not for me. That money was for other people, first of all. Secondly, you never shut the fuck up. Even if you had a case, that case was long gone, okay? Long gone. Because it's all you fucking had to pay your fucking rent. The fuck?
Scammer, they're a thief. When in all reality, they're not.
What? Who? I want to know who. I know. I want to know who. Who did I call a scammer and thief? I know she did. Oh, thank you for reminding me, JJ. I want to know who. You. Who? See, sometimes you're never going to learn this, but in the position that I'm in, I didn't call Liar Boss a scammer or a thief. So, like, I want to know who I called a scammer and a thief. You? You are a scammer and a thief. The fuck? What the fuck are you even talking about? What up, too?
But Margaret has to create some type of drama.
Girl, listen to me. I want you to know something, all right? What up, Veda? I've been getting away from drama, all right? I don't care about drama. I think you need drama because without drama, you are never getting any money. I watched it, okay? The fuck? Right. Lily, who else that I was friends with did I call a liar, a thief, or a scammer? I'm just wondering. You know? Because who? That's what I want to know. You
So that way she can make
thief. Proof over people. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? But I appreciate what you're about to say, honestly, because you really proved that I don't give a fuck who it is. Wrong is wrong. Appreciate that.
make herself seem like a better person than the other woman, or
I don't know about this, but I don't have to try to make myself seem like a better person. I'm just me. I am the same person I am in front of the camera that I am behind the camera. I don't understand what this even means. And all that money and still no blending brush. You were selling your ass a week ago that I can prove. I personally believe it's more. All right. I can prove you did it a week ago. All right. So buy yourself a fucking blending brush.
again, like she's more credible and she holds herself accountable by keeping those she is, quote, friends with accountable.
Correct. What I'm never going to do is take accountability for somebody else's actions. Understand? Or no? But do you think that you're in a position to talk about accountability? I'm just wondering. See, now you know why it became a thing, right? That's all I say every day. It could never be me. Anyway, do you realize that in order for one to hold other people accountable, they have to hold themselves accountable, all right? Otherwise, you're just a fucking hypocrite, all right? Now, so in your case, do you think that you should be taking accountability when you stole from the people in this here chat? What up, selfie queen? I hope you had a happy Easter. Do you think that you are on any type of moral high ground selling your ass with 27 fucking evictions and just stole from people less than a year ago? Do you think that you are sitting on a moral high ground? Because if you do, I'm going to guarantee that you're just as delusional as Gabby. Okay? It's fucking weird for you, of all people, to be discussing anybody's accountability. Take your own, bitch. Then worry about other people.
But what people don't realize is those women, in all actuality and in reality, have done nothing wrong at all.
Right.
And I want you guys to think about.
I want to know what my dirty work is. Somebody tell me. It was good because I'll be busy next weekend. Somebody tell me what my dirty work is, please and thank you. No, she is not a successful prostitute at all. All right. She is not a successful prostitute at all. All she does is sell her ass to support her habit, clearly, because she's gotten three, two, I think, maybe three. What up, Camby? Maybe three evictions in the last year. That's fucking talent. Also, the new landlord prefers sexual favors in exchange for rent. Yeah, Kelly, it really fucking sucks to have a local, doesn't it? Also, thank you for reminding me because I was supposed to text her. Also, when you first came back to TikTok, you said that you moved out of an apartment because of mold, right? And when we went to look in the court records for an eviction, there it was. But how about I take it a step further? Your landlord is commenting on the mugshot photo. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sucks. So mold or you not paying the fucking rent and being evicted again and excuse me, strung out was the quote. Okay? That sucks, you know?
Okay. Margaret has a long list of victims, legitimate fucking victims of her harassment, stalking, defamation, slander, you name it, it's happened.
I did what? First of all, I don't stalk anyone. Ever. I also don't harass. Hi. She does. I also don't harass anybody. I state an opinion on publicly available behavior. Okay? We good? I find it strange though, because in the text messages, Facebook, pretty problems. In the DMs, how many people's information did you send me? It's crazy, isn't it? I haven't even watched it all, but.
And I want you to think about for a second, any other creator that you know of that has that many women or people that they have fallen out with.
Who fallen out? You. Hold on a second. Wait a second. What in the fuck are you talking about? Honestly, you don't know, huh? You don't have no idea. How many people in the chat have been here for over... I'll be easy on you, W. How many people in the chat have been here for over 3 years? I'll be easy on you, all right? Because that's fucking embarrassing. Hi, Eldon. Listen, Eldon always leaves really good comments. All right? Okay, thank you, right? Weird. That's weird. That's super weird. Let me explain how things go on the internet, all right? On the internet, you meet somebody, you start talking to them, right? A couple of months down the line, you figure out, this isn't my type of person. That is perfectly fucking normal. Perfectly normal. Do you know how many people I have walked away from and not said a single word about? Do you want to know why? It's the lie. Don't put me in a position to have to defend myself and you will never fucking hear from me again. Ever. I keep it moving. You would never know that we don't even talk anymore. But I find it strange for somebody like you who has nobody since last year to be discussing.
Over lying or scamming or stealing. Go ahead, name 3, I'll wait. You won't find 3. Do you know why? Because Margaret makes up these claims as she goes.
Girl, what? I do what? I do what? How would I get the proof if I was making it up? Anybody? This is so embarrassing.
To make you trust her. And why does she want your trust, you ask? Because...
Do you want to know why people trust me? I'll tell you why people trust me. Because there are fucking 50 people in my email right now asking me for help in one situation or another, and I never bring it to the internet. The people that I help using this platform, whether it's for fundraising or personal money that I have given them, I never bring it to the internet. All right? I never bring it to the internet. You're never going to hear me say, oh yeah, I paid this one's this. Oh, I paid this one's this. Unless they come to the fucking internet and open that door, it is never going to come out of my fucking mouth. That's why people trust me. Oxy.
If she doesn't have the trust of you, she can't swindle you out of thousands of dollars.
I want to know where I got thousands. That's what I want to know. I will after I end live. I got through so many of my DMs the other day, y'all. I was so proud of myself. I took it from 1,100 down to 29 and I was tired. Okay. I want to know who gave me thousands. That's what I want to know. Like, what are you even talking about? And that's the difference. Okay. I have receipts. Where are your receipts? I am. You know it. I'm sure. Listen, there are people in the chat that have sent me coffee money and it goes sent right back. My payment apps aren't on this internet. The fuck are you talking about?
And again, what better way to gain your trust than calling out her own, quote, friends?
Girl, I've always had people's trust. Have any? Always, since the beginning. Because I have shown a pattern of consistency, and people have learned to understand that if I say it, I already saw it. Whether I put that out publicly or not, that's years, right? It didn't just fucking happen. I didn't just get it. What are you talking about?
And again, I'm not just talking about one. I'm not just talking about two. I'm talking about myself.
We were never friends. I'm going to go through all of our DMs, all right? And it's going to prove that we were never friends. I don't know, Anita.
Sober, brown.
Sober. Hold on. You ready for this? Do you know why Sober's friendship? I walked away from Sober's friendship. Do you know that? Sober was making her own hate pages. Yeah. And she was lying about people doing things that they weren't doing, like calling her job. That's why I am never going to tolerate lies on anybody that I am acquainted to. I'm not going to do it. If I find out that you're lying, I am severing ties and keeping it moving. But I bet you didn't know, dummy, that it was a solid, what, Lily? 2 years, 2023, I created the play, maybe a year and a half. It was a solid year and a half before I ever addressed Sober Blondie publicly. And do you want to know why I did it? Because she was sitting on her fucking platform and saying that I contacted her brother, or Irish contacted her brother. All the while, Irish was being real-lifed by these people. You didn't know that, I guess. You didn't know that. So wrong again. When my friendship ends, you could choose to do the right thing and leave me the fuck out of your mouth and don't lie about me, or you could not do it and I'm going to prove you to be a liar. Do you understand? It's very simple. Don't lie about me. I won't tell truths about you. Don't start none, won't fucking be none. Exactly, Crystal.
Me, L.
I've never been friends with them either.
Magic Mama Jess.
I've never been friends with a pedo lover ever, bitch. What are you talking about? Anya? Ever. You're naming people I have never been friends with. What is really going on? Hi, Luann. I was thinking about you yesterday. Yep, that one. I was thinking about you yesterday. I hope that you're doing all right.
Ashley, aka Ashy Cat.
What? Girl, what? I built my platform. Ashley was the first one that I started with. We were never friends. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but Girl.
The list just goes on and on and on and on.
How about don't be a piece of shit? No. It's hard for some of y'all, isn't it? It's hard for y'all. Some of y'all can't help but be absolute and total dregs of society. That's what you are, all right? I know, it's so crazy. It's so crazy.
And then on top of lying about these other women, she sprinkles in a little bit of awareness on top of that.
I've never been awareness, just so everybody is understanding, okay? I have never claimed to be awareness. Ever. I have always been a commentary or reaction channel. Always. That's why y'all can keep trying to report every fucking thing I do is fair use. Hello?
Oh, and let us not also forget that she fucked over Psycho Bunny and Naps too.
I did what? Wrong again. Just so you know, I don't know if you really care about being wrong or lying. I think it's just a part of who you are. That is not true either. All right. So I will remind y'all there was a list of lies, right, that I asked people to correct, right? And it was never done. So what? Also, we're going to prove what you're about to say is a lie. So there's that.
As well as Chrissy. Psycho Bunny and Chrissy were two of her, quote, best friends. And she was real quick to fuck them over.
I didn't fuck them over. I defended myself against the lies that they were telling on the fucking internet. You understand? Thank you. I didn't fuck them over. All right? It's the other way around. All right? Thank you.
And I'll tell you just a little bit about what she did to me. So almost a year ago, almost to the day,
yeah,
I found out that I was being stalked in real life by women from this app. 3 main ones.
You know what I think now, Kelly? I'll tell you. Remember those text messages that you got in January? I think that they were from you being a hooker. Yeah, I do. I don't think that they were fruit cocktail at all. Not even at all. Not even a little bit. I believe that you falsified those police reports. So here we go.
Not going to get into their names. If you've been around, then you know exactly who. Now, during this time that all this was happening, Villain was on vacation.
We're going to have
from TikTok.
This.
I never involved her in any of this.
I'm going to disprove this too once we get through this video with our DMs. Yeah, you kept bringing me everything. Yeah, nice freeze frame though if somebody wants that screenshot.
Never mentioned her name, never brought her up in any way, shape, or form.
Excuse me? You never what? You never what? Never what? You were dropping my name every fucking day at a time that you should have shut the fuck up because of the case that you supposedly had, right? Lie. I know.
Because, like I've always said, I'm a grown-ass woman. I don't need anyone's help or permission to do shit that I want to do.
What? That's a lie. All right. That's a lie. Because, well, hold on now. Because you stole from the people in this here chat. Yeah, you did. But like, when you see these things, you realize that there was fucking thousands of people that watched this unfold, right? Thank you, Klondike. Thank you. All right. So you know that when you say this, you are quite literally proving to the people that watch this go down that you're continuing to lie about it. Thank you. Exactly.
Well, the shit got escalated and went way the fuck out of control into borderline, past fucking psychotic level with them.
No. You were lying. What the fuck are you talking about? If that were true, there would have been criminal charges filed. What?
And one of the women that was involved happened to be local to me. Well, one day.
Well, that's weird because for 6 fucking months you were on the internet telling people that she was the one that was placing the trail cams in front of your house. She was the one that was stalking you, right? You remember that? Because we all fucking remember that. All of us remember that. What are you saying right now?
I'm sitting at home and I get a text message. Hey, so-and-so would like to talk to you. And what did the lady that was local to me say? W, I will turn over all of the evidence that I have against.
That is not what happens. That is not what happens, because Fruit Cocktail hit me up after you messaged her. And I was like, what the fuck? That's why I wrote the statement for her, because you fucking lied. And I would, if I were Fruit Cocktail, I would have beat your motherfucking ass for that. Because that's crazy. You filed actual police reports and told the entire internet. When the fuck have you retracted that? When did you get on this here internet and tell the fucking truth that you manufactured all of this shit so that you could steal from these people? Did anybody remember her doing that? If I were Fruit Cocktail, I would have told you, go get fucked and stay fucked, bitch. No, I never touched her GoFundMe. We're going to get into it.
The women that were stalking you, but in return, I need you to drop all the local charges against me. Done. Say,
I would have fucking told you, bitch, take me to court. It's going to get dropped anyway. Like, what in the fuck is happening here?
less. Within like 10 minutes of that conversation in Walmart, bought a flash drive, dropped it in her mailbox. Court was, I think, 1 or 2 days later, maybe. She brought said flash drive to court with her. I told the judge, Your Honor, I no longer wish to pursue charges against Miss So-and-so because she has agreed to turn over evidence that I need for my federal case against the women involved.
I'm going to remind you, okay? There is no fucking federal case, Kelly. And if there were, you wouldn't need a fucking attorney, all right? You would have a victim's advocate, as we did in the Paul Gear trial. You're a fucking liar. You're a liar. So when you get on this motherfucker and start telling the truth about everything that is going on, maybe I will stop doing what I'm doing to put you in fucking prison for it, okay? I will.
Again, judge says, hey, say less. We proceeded with the rest of the court hearing, to which I was granted a restraining order.
You were never granted a fucking restraining order. Stop lying. Hi, Dizzy. I hope you're doing all right. You were never granted a restraining order, all right? If you don't know, thank you, right? If you don't know, okay, when she went to court with JJ, Lawyer Boss and Fruit Cocktail, she was granted a 90-day no contact order, not a restraining order. Okay?
And why was I granted that restraining order? Because I had factual...
You know that the hearing is on the internet, right? But you're still fixing your fucked up ass to fucking lie. That's it, Tracy. That is it. Which is crazy because if you remember correctly, all right, there was a no contact order issued. I want to say it was in May. I might be a little off, but you'll see it in our text messages. I want to say it was May. Kelly already blew that case up by then. Her case, if she had one, was already fucking destroyed because she never shut the fuck up. What up, Supermom Nana?
Fucking evidence that I was being stalked and harassed.
Okay, good. I'm glad you did this. All right, so right, 90-day no contact order. 90 days. That was it.
In real life. Now you say, W, what does that have to do with villain? Well, when Margaret came back from her little vacation from TikTok, she asked me what had been going on. And
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? You said this, right? You said this. Remember, because I'm going to fucking ruin it in less than 4 fucking screenshots. Okay?
Told her, and she said, holy shit, I had no idea they were doing that to you.
Okay.
Why didn't you tell me?
Really? I'm just letting you know, I am going to let our entire conversation play during this video. The entire thing. I am not editing out anything personal so that everybody can see that you brought every fucking thing to me. All right?
To which I responded, well, Margaret, because I'm grown and I can fight my own battles.
Right.
So?
Right. And the DMs are going to say exactly that, right? That's what you're going with? Is that what you're going with?
I continue to fight my own battles. Did a GoFundMe, raise some money, paid my attorney with said money.
So which receipt is that? The one that you forged his signature on and then you went to and then you posted another one with the Cash App receipt. Which one is the real receipt? I'm just wondering.
It was about that time that I had a kitten that was ready to go to her new home.
Right.
And whose home was that, you ask? That was Margaret, aka your favorite villain. I am the one she got baby villain from.
Oh, is that your claim to fame?
Well, when Margaret showed up to meet me to get baby Billy, John had driven her. John, the ex that she claimed she didn't have anything to do with, that she had a permanent lifelong restraining order against.
Right.
Well, we took a picture. John was in the background of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was already off the app at the time that this information came.
Wrong. You deleted your accounts after I asked you for fucking receipts for that GoFundMe. Yikes. Yeah, that's the thing about timelines, all right? Is that it's never gonna work, all right? And I am a stickler for timelines, all right, as well as context, all right?
Came out, okay? I had already deleted my YouTube and my TikTok account. Well, word got out on the TikTok streets that John was the one that drove her to me.
How'd word get out, Kelly? I'm just wondering. Do y'all remember when I showed the screenshot of the very next thing that I said to her? Who remembers what it said? Right, Lily. She doesn't want to talk about the money she raised for that, though. She doesn't want to talk about any of that. She doesn't want to talk about the 2 cat fundraisers she had, right? You don't want to talk about that. Absolutely not, all right?
Meet me and pick up the cat. I was blamed for that, even though W was not the one that told Marge's secret, because W doesn't give a fuck.
You're a liar. You're the only one that had that photo. You're a liar. You just thought that it was going to affect me, and it didn't. That's the problem. Because just because you thought it was a secret doesn't mean it was. Are we good? Just because, are you understanding what I'm saying? Just because you thought that was a secret doesn't mean it was.
Who anyone is with, it's not W's business. W doesn't care. And instead of just asking me, Kelly, did you tell my...
I already had you blocked, babe. I already had you blocked. All right? Timelines. I blocked you the day that I did that live, and you refused to show me fucking receipts for the GoFundMe, which is weird because if you paid the attorney in March, why wouldn't you have a receipt? And also, how could you pay the attorney in March if the GoFundMe was made in April? Dummy. The fuck?
A secret that no one was supposed to know. She threw me under the bus and ran over me 20 more times with a fucking Mack truck.
Well, bitch, I won't stop until you take accountability for stealing from these people or you're sitting in prison. And I am sitting here and saying that with a fucking smile on my face. Do you understand? Those are my people that you fucking stole from. All right? Remember that. Remember that.
God, you gotta love a cunt. So
if you think I'm a cunt now, you're really going to be uncomfortable when you see what's coming.
What did she do, you ask? Well, Margaret decided to tell everyone that my GoFundMe was fraudulent, that I didn't have an attorney, and that I had made up all of the allegations of stalking.
So let me ask you a question. The court said there was no attorney on record. You have now manufactured 2 separate receipts, right? 2 separate fraudulent receipts. Continue to get up on this motherfucker and claim that you didn't steal from these people and it wasn't a fraudulent GoFundMe. I'm telling you.
And harassment, even though Margaret had been privy to accessing those files and the evidence that I had, as well as admitting herself that she was on a phone call when I was in a meeting with my attorney.
Can you prove that? That never happened. That never happened. What the fuck are you talking? I never said that I was on a call with your attorney. The fuck?
So, Margaret, if I made all of that up and I never hired an attorney and never had an attorney,
correct.
Were you lying then? Or are you lying now?
I never said,
Alex,
I never said that I spoke to your attorney. I talked to his office after, okay, there's that pesky timeline thing, okay? I spoke to the attorney after you forged the attorney's signature on that receipt. I wanted their office to know that you were out here fraudulently forging an attorney's. Yeah, absolutely. That was after I blocked you, bitch. The fuck are you talking about? That was after. You have a problem with dates?
Take now for 500. So after 6 months, I decided to come back to the app because I had had enough of hearing my fucking name drugged through the mud. And what did Margaret do, you ask? She blackmailed me and tried to get me to leave the app again.
I did what? Bitch, I did what? I did what? I did what? Listen, Johnny, are you deaf? Are you deaf? When did I admit to being with John? Never. Never. I hate it, but you're still wrong, y'all. Right. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Saying that she was going to do this, that, third to me. And
No. I'm telling you, I'm going to do it. I'm not stuttering through it. I'm not fucking lying about it publicly while actively doing it privately. I'm telling you that until you are held accountable for stealing from people, tell the truth about stealing from people, I'm not going to stop reporting your crimes to the authorities. Full stop. Full stop. Simple? Got it?
Unless I left TikTok. I didn't leave. And she has continued to slander and defame me almost every day since. But ask yourself.
Hey, Kelly, if it's slander, do something about it. Hi, E-Town. If it's slander, do something about it. Do something about it.
If I'm a scammer and I'm a thief and I stole people's money, like she said, do thieves and scammers give refunds? No.
Okay, let's go through these, all right? Let's go through this, all right? I love it when you do this and you keep doing it and I keep disproving it. You see that Tracy Lappy 350, all right? That 350, Christy, you still here? I bet you didn't know that, but I was on a phone call with 2 other people when I sent that money. I sure was. Okay? That was money you asked from Lily, okay, to pay your fucking rent. All right? I paid you, all right? Then you gave that money to Lily, okay? Let's go through this because I want people to understand. That payment for the 150 was half of what? The 350, right? If you subtract 350 from 150, what do you get? 200, right? That's why you still owe me 200, okay? The Aaron receipt was a refund from the GoFundMe. The Karen receipt is a refund for GoFundMe. And the Tracy receipt is a refund for the GoFundMe. All right? Hi, Ryan. Do you understand? So you gave 3 refunds. Do you need me to go back to the GoFundMe that I went through and I put everybody that wanted refunds that didn't get them? Do you need me to go back, or do you understand that the 3 of these that you're posting mean nothing compared to the other refunds that you owe? Do you get it now? So you keep showing these, all right? Posting their fucking names like a true piece of shit, right? These are the people that tried to help you, and this is how you fucking repay them. So the 3 top, you gave 3 refunds. Do you want me to go back? Yeah, I could switch it just for you, all right? We're going to go back because there's more people here, all right? We're going to go back. And I'm going to go back and show how many refunds you owe people. Okay? Hold on. All right? We'll do it again because it seems that you have a problem with math. All right? And granted, math isn't my fucking strong suit. All right? But I know that 3 refunds is nowhere near this. All right? So let's go back. All right? And we'll go through these again. Just for you, okay? You see these people? Now, mind you, all right, if they are people that got refunds, I cross them off, all right? That's why you will see people, see next to Tracy's name, you stupid fuck, it says refunded. Do you see that? I posted that months ago, and yet you still get on your fucking platform and say that she's lying about receiving a fucking refund, all right? This is one screenshot. You want to count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we'll go to the next one. 8, 9. Hold on, y'all. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 people have requested refunds, and you gave out 3, and you think you're fucking doing something. All right? I went through the receipts that people, let me just get this so that everybody understands how I got here. All right? Everybody that sent me their receipts, I took their receipt and put it on, took the screenshots of the GoFundMe, okay? And I put refunded or not refunded. I did that. That means, let's back up a second. I already have all of these receipts. All right? You're going to see that there are people on here that does not have refunded or not refunded next to your name. That just means I don't have their receipts. But I'm almost fucking positive that they want their fucking money too. Okay? So you could keep showing your same fucking tired ass receipts. Tracy's refund has absolutely not this, not Tracy Iowa, Tracy Lely. That money had absolutely nothing to do with the GoFundMe because you asked her for help to pay your fucking rent. But yet you're showing them, and to the people that don't know any better, they believe you. And that's a fucking them problem. That is a them problem. Yeah, she's blocked the large donor multiple times. Okay, so absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. Hold on, let me switch. Those are the people I can prove. Okay, I can prove they asked for refunds and were not given any. Okay, now you see at the top here, all right? Is this big enough for y'all to read? Okay. Let me take myself away. All right. Okay. $350. All right. Now, if we look closely at that receipt, it says today at $458 for first, $311, $150, second, $350, $417. She had paid off $500. Okay. So that means you asked her for $500. All right. Now, let's look at the receipt to me, $150, right? Repay 150 of $350. Are we all on the same page? Okay. So you could keep posting these same tired receipts being a piece of fucking shit because these people thought that they were fucking helping you, but you're not. This proves absolutely nothing. It proves absolutely nothing. Tracy Lely's receipt has absolutely nothing to do with the GoFundMe, okay? The receipt to me was money that you were paying me back because I paid the Lely loan, all right? Are we good?
No, they don't. And it wasn't GoFundMe that gave the refund because I sent everything to GoFundMe.
Correct.
And GoFundMe didn't find my phone.
That's a fucking lie. That's a fucking lie, all right? You lie. I have those fucking emails from GoFundMe where they claim that they cannot give the refunds because you shut it down, bitch. The fuck are you talking about? Honestly.
Fundraiser fraudulent. Hence why I know only one person received their money back, and
that's a fucking lie. That's a fucking lie. And you and I and everybody in this fucking chat knows it.
It's because I never collected her money. And I think it was like $50. I don't remember who that was from, but I had already deleted my fundraiser.
Thank you. That's why people couldn't get refunds. Hi, Maria. I hope you're doing all right. Because you deleted the fundraiser. And I'm going to fucking prove it with the emails I have at Dropbox from GoFundMe.
And didn't even have access to it. And then months later, they told me they refunded the $50 to her. No, these are refunds that came out of my pocket.
I want you to prove it. I want you to put, well, it doesn't matter if you post them because we all know you make shit. I'm gonna tell you post proof that GoFundMe found that you're fraudulent. Your GoFundMe wasn't fraudulent because I got plenty of emails that say otherwise. Okay, plenty of emails. Some of the people that donated to that GoFundMe sent your criminal record in, which is all stealing from people, bitch. The fuck are you talking about? All you've done is steal from people.
Even though I had already paid the attorney the money that I raised for my GoFundMe.
With which receipt? The photoshopped one or the paper one? Which one? I know it was, Spada. I know it was. She's a fucking lying skank.
I still refunded people out of my own pocket.
3 people. 3 people, Kelly. 3. 20 more want fucking refunds. What are you talking about?
Money that I could not afford to refund, but
Well, I'm sorry. Be a better fucking hooker. What the fuck? You got all the fucking audacity expecting sympathy from people you fucking stole from. Get the fuck out of here. I know she
did it anyway because it just wasn't that fucking important.
It wasn't that important? Well, let me tell you how important it actually is, okay? Until those people get their money back and you fucking be honest about stealing it from them, I am not going to fucking stop until you're held accountable for it. Full stop. Do you understand that? Until you are honest about this fucking situation and stop pointing the finger at anybody fucking else, I'm going to make sure that your fucking probation is revoked and you spend your fucking term in prison. Do you understand me? Because that is where you belong. You have been on probation. You have a 10-year probation sentence from stealing $20,000 from fucking storm victims. Probation is a luxury, skank. If you can't abide by the rules to your probation or bond, you shouldn't fucking have it. Exactly, Susan. Exactly.
To sit there and continue to fucking go through that. But do you think that mattered? No. Because the first one that got her refund, Tracy, Iowa, is still lying about it to this day. She says she never received a refund.
That is a fucking lie. That is a fucking lie. Stop saying it. Stop it.
Yes, you did. So again,
you could go back to the first fucking videos that I made addressing you with screenshots of your fucking GoFundMe, and you could see that Tracy's name, there's a refund in next. Stop lying about her. Fucking skanky ass hoe, bro.
And you ask how Margaret gained her credibility. It's on the backs of women like me that she's fucked over.
Bitch, you couldn't, you are delusional. The only thing you do on your back is take dick, bitch. You don't have credibility. I didn't get my credibility from you. You're fucking delusional. Delusional.
So keep that in mind when you blindly follow someone on TikTok.
People don't blindly follow me, bitch. I put my fucking time in. Understand? We're going to go through her DMs. Actually, I know it is. I know it is, y'all. I'm not doing this for her. I'm doing it for other people that may think that she's telling the truth, okay? We're going to go into Dropbox. We sure are. Okay, we're going to start with the emails from GoFundMe of people asking for refunds, okay? Now, in this email, all right? Yeah, wild. Sorry. Okay? You see this? You see this? We encourage you to contact law enforcement officials in your area if you believe this user is committing fraud or breaking the law in any way. And did. Okay? That's from GoFundMe. All right? Hold on. Let me go back. All right? Here's the post that I posted. This is important. All right? Because she just got up on here with her fucked up mouth and said that I was away. Right? Did I take a break after the Victoria series? Yes, but I was still very much getting blown up because this skank made a fucking GoFundMe for $20,000. And because she was dropping my fucking name in 6 videos a day, everybody was asking me, what's going on with this? What's going on with this? Okay? What's the date on that? If you can't see, it says April 23rd, 2025. All right? That's a post that I had to post to my fucking Facebook, okay, because I was getting steadily blown up about this fucking GoFundMe. All right? So We're going to go through this, all right? Couple of things I need to say since I'm on break until I'm settled in Florida. Also, people are going to see me talking to other people, and you're going to see me say in the text message, if I take a stand against that GoFundMe, she's fucked, okay? Because people know that I'm not going to do that unless I have a reason to do that. Once I said I can't support or endorse this GoFundMe in any way, she was fucked. And I knew that. And you see me talk to other people about it in the screenshots, okay? I've completely removed TikTok out of my phone. If you need me for something that is important and not social media related, you have to reach me a different way. That's the Chi-Chi fundraiser, okay? I support the criminal case going on with BL and others, but I do not endorse fundraising for a civil case. I have spoken to W about it privately, but my notifications are insane, so I'm hoping me saying this makes it slow down. Everything I've publicly said, I've stand on. No retractions. I did retract after the fact, okay? I was always taking a break after the Victoria's Secret series, right? I'm just going to do it this way, and we'll go through. All right. This one I showed. Okay. Now, after people started contacting GoFundMe, all right, these people are saying that's total nonsense. What happened to the commitment that you supposedly keep your platforms safe? They copy and paste GoFundMe's own fucking, I appreciate you, Dirty. They repost the, I know I did. They repost GoFundMe's mission statement. Oh, by the way, you stupid skank, this is a fucking cancer patient you stole from, okay? This woman was fighting cancer and gave you a fucking donation, all right, that you lied about needing, and then she didn't get her money back, okay? Here's another one. Now, I want y'all to read the top, okay? Unfortunately, since the donation has already been transferred to the beneficiary of the fundraiser, GoFundMe is unable to issue a refund. All right. Please note that you can contact the organizer of the fundraiser to request a refund directly by selecting contact. Also, they did. Okay. They did. And guess what? This is the person that she sent that fucking bullshit receipt to. All right. Now, if we go back, I made that Facebook post on February 23rd. This GoFundMe was made on February 21st. So what the fuck are you talking about, ho? What are you talking? I know you did. I know you did. I'm sorry, y'all, because I'm in Dropbox, so I can't see comments. Okay. Now, these are things, all right, that I was talking to other people about on the back end while all this was going on, all right? Okay? You're going to see me tell her, right, filing takedown requests, all right? Now, look, I say over and over, sorry, that's the same screenshot. Sorry. Talking about something else, I'm sorry. Okay, this is all Kelly supposed to contact Homeland Security, right? Why didn't you contact Homeland Security, ho? I know why. I know why. You made those ads. You're a lying skank. Okay, there we go. I start asking questions. All right, this is before the GoFundMe. All right, Margaret, it makes no legal sense at all, and I stick with the legalities and the facts, and if something is off. I said that's why I wanted to ask you about it. So much for a break, I guess. Weird. I don't fucking get why she's continuing to talk, all right? I've been telling her she shouldn't be talking, but I also understand that I can't police how someone feels when their family's being attacked. Weird, okay? Weird. Okay, this is me. Why raise the money? It makes no sense. Okay, see it, right? There it is, over and over. I told her to flat out deal with the criminal first. I've never seen somebody bring a civil case when a criminal is happening. You always wait until after the criminal because it'll either strengthen or lessen your case, which is exactly what I told this hoe. Okay. That's exactly what I told her. I said, wrap up the criminal stuff and then you'll have a stronger civil case. Okay. We all know that the civil case was garbage, okay? I want nothing more to do with the situation. She's digging a hole right now. I said she's been doing it. She shouldn't have been talking the whole time. Weird. Okay? You see the date? April 22nd. All right? When's that? The day after the GoFundMe was made. All right? It's almost like, okay, oh, this is when people found out that she was stealing from the missing persons organization. I said, was she charged? Right? Because I'm just finding out about the missing persons that she stole from the Missing Persons Foundation. This is fresh, new information to me at this point. Okay, but we were friends, right? Did you forget that you told me you stopped selling your ass? That was a lie too. All right? I haven't looked and don't care to. I'm glad. Wait, what did I just say? I'm so glad I sent that fucking text when I did. You want to know why? Because more and more information was coming my way. All right. And I was like, oh no, I don't want anything to do with this. I sent her a text telling her I've played it over and over on this channel, why I can't support the GoFundMe. And then I made that public. Okay. So this is the day that I've distanced from the entire situation. Okay. This is the day I believe Psycho Bunny went live. All right. Hold on. April 23rd, I posted the post on Facebook, right? I tried to be private about it, but all of my notifications are about that. Everyone's talking about it. If people would just use common sense, they would see this GoFundMe is wrong. I still can't see the court record. I am not putting any more time into it. She's on her own. I said, I would imagine that many people aren't that many people aren't going to after the statement I just made about the GoFundMe. Okay. Apparently they're still talking about it. This is during Psycho Bunny's live. Okay. She has what the fuck an OG in the live. Okay. Apparently they're talking about it. Psycho Bunny is very aware because Psycho Bunny was aware of how I felt about it. Okay. If you hear any inconsistencies, let me know. All right. She had the audacity to say to Psycho Bunny, I don't know what the fuck villain was making me call that guy for. It was a waste of time. I'm pissed. Well, because she never called. She never called the contact that she was given. All right. I want to know, why did she pay an attorney for criminal when she didn't need one? The DA prosecutes. She's not the defendant, right? So this is when I start being like, all right, something's fucking off here, right? I didn't want anything to do with it, all right? Okay? Okay, so here we go. Because she's on probation and they called her probation officer and threatened to take her kids. I said, that makes no sense. She told me, this is true, you will see. She told me her probation officer was aware of the situation. Okay? She's also not understanding that there's no defamation case because they had reason to believe what they were saying was the truth. It's just a waste of fucking money. Okay? So you see me saying, this is me saying, nah, I'm done with it, right? She just said that the prosecutor there nor the police care about this case. That's why she's doing it civilly. What the fuck? There is no criminal investigation. I said, I'm done. All right? Here we go. April 24th. All right? You see me, just because I wasn't telling you does not mean that this wasn't happening. Okay? When I tell you, I've been saying since the beginning, shut up, stop talking. What are you giving him that for? Because if she stopped talking, she'd have them by the balls. But instead, she keeps reacting and it's going to wind up being dismissed. And that's exactly what happened. Now, this day, let me back up a second. May 27th, I got a fucking screenshots from Kelly. This was the temporary no contact order until the court date. Okay. And she went and fucking posted it. All right. All right. So now you see me say, why the fuck did she do that? Okay. What? Well, there goes her case. All right. So you look crazy. Okay, I said I'm not even a legal rep, and I'm fucking cringing. Hold on. No, I understand. The court date and the no contact order is in place until the court date. Why won't she send me proof? My gut is telling me she's a liar. I don't believe anything she says without proof. If she had an attorney, they would be bringing the case to court. Kelly wouldn't be filing directly on her own behalf. Fact. All right? I'm sorry, I was building a desk. I apologize. All right. I'm sorry. Can I show proof of the things about W? Whatever. This is when I called her. How can I show proof of the things without torpedo? This is the day I went live and addressed her. Okay. You see the date? June 4th. How can I show proof of the things I have without torpedoing her case? And she says she doesn't even have a case. She already ruined it. Okay. This is me calling and figuring out there was no police report. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the receipt that she forged the attorney's signature on. Okay. June 5th. We give our clients payment sheets. It shows our time and the payments. Attorneys have to account for every dime taken in and how it was allocated. That's something given. I said an email. I've always gotten an email confirmation whenever I made payments like that. Fact. Okay. Fact. That is true. All right. So you see me, what the fuck? All right. This is now, mind you, this is after I blocked Kelly. This is the last text message I sent her. And you see, yep, it's a block for me. And I blocked her. Okay. Okay. I called that courthouse. She never had, I said, is there an attorney listed on her case? Can you see that? I called. All right. And guess what? No attorney on record. All right. All right. Do we understand that? Okay. There was never an attorney retained. All right. Hold on. I think that I screenshot a bunch of, look at that. She used you for credibility. I had no idea about the dog, which just so we're all, I don't know anything. I didn't know anything about the dog until the Psycho Bunny Live. It was after the Psycho Bunny Live that OG said that she was supposed to take a dog and left them hanging. That would have been a huge red flag to me, to be completely honest, but I didn't know it until after. I had no idea about the dog, but I was in the live when OG and Chrissy explained to what the fuck that the state attorney or DA would represent her in a criminal case. Fact. You're a fucking liar. Okay? You are a liar. And I'm going to keep telling you you're a fucking liar. You are a fucking thief. Okay? We're going to get there. I got you. Hold on. Let me go back. Weird. She has been talking nonstop about the case. She has a temporary order. Does she not understand that the parties have the right to defend themselves? The judge did the same as it was done for Sage. He granted the temporary order until the court date. She is a master manipulator and a thief. Anyone who has had these issues and had direct access to people who could immediately help, she is not wrong, all right? She is not wrong. Kelly was given access to people that could have helped her, and she chose not to. My personal opinion, it's the same reason why she dumped her fucking kid's tablet, okay? This is me talking about the eviction, okay? April 22nd, all right? April 22nd, the day after the GoFundMe was launched, okay? That was my second call about the WTF fundraiser. I don't agree with it. I also know it will absolutely not be 20K. Okay? So that's weird. Weird. Okay? She's going to need more than that. It's going to be more than 20K. I'm on a break. I don't know what to do. Not my problem. She's got to deal with it. It sucks, but she does. I knew making the GoFundMe for the students would come with shit. Barely anyone bitched about it, but I'm not what the fuck. Before I made it, I understood that it was coming with shit. The benefit outweighed that to me. And we are two very big, different people in very different situations. Okay. She's doubling down. Let them talk. I told her 20K was a lot of money, and she gave me reasons for it and is saying, Villain told them all I was telling the truth about everything. What? Villain did what? Okay. So, again, you weren't saying my name. Is that what you said? Is that what you said? Okay. No, I don't agree with it. And I don't understand why she wouldn't wrap the criminal before anything civil. And I told her that. She said she raised almost 610 hours. I just don't support that. Me either. Not my problem. I need to move on. Okay. Right. Exactly. Hold on. I don't know what the fuck she's doing, but I know I don't want to be a part of it. Sorry, I'm looking for... I'll fundraise for other people because I like to do good and I know I have the means to. Never mind my pocket money that I've spent on randoms that need help. The fuck? I just don't think 20K is right, and it's going to be way more than that. I also think sealing criminal first, then civilly. I told her that. When we hung up, I called someone in the legal field, and they agree. It makes no sense. Also, none of them have anything. It's spending money for a reason. Yes, they could get a judgment, but none of them have assets. Okay? And it would be over $100,000. So what was she going to do when she ran out of that 20K? All right? I will not co-sign that GoFundMe. People know that. If I publicly say something, that GoFundMe is fucked. Okay? Bad enough, I am most likely going to have to sever ties. Okay? Here we go. More emails with GoFundMe. All right? Now. Kelly. Oh, Kelly. Kelly, what's this? What's this, Kelly? What's this? What's this? What's this, Kelly? I want to know. What's this? How did anybody get that picture if you were the only one that had it? I'm just wondering. Any answer? I would love to hear it. Okay. I would love to hear your response to how you were the only person that had this picture. Okay. Right? You were the only one that had it unedited. And it was texted to multiple people, actually, on, what was the date? June 15th. You're telling me that wasn't you? Is that what you're telling me? You hear my alarm going off? I know she did. Is that what you're telling me? You're telling me you were the only person to have this photo unedited and it just magically floated to JJ and Nicole? Is that what you're telling me? What day did I block you? June 4th or the 5th? One of those days. So where did this photo come from? If you were the only one that had it, where did this come from? I'm sorry. I have comments fucked up over here, y'all. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I know she did, Snorkers, but she just, that's the problem here. She thought it was a secret. I'm going to have to go stop my alarm. Hold on, y'all. Sorry. I know she did. Okay. Right. But here's the thing. In the very next text message that I sent her back, edited, right? You see me say someone will call the cops, but you thought it was a secret. You didn't know that people knew. All right. So let's continue, shall we? Because you thought I'm going to do this. We were friends, right? We were friends. That's weird. Super weird. Exactly. We're friends, right? This is friendship to you? It might be. You're right. It might be. It might be. This is friendship to you? Oh, my bad, y'all. I turned the volume off. I'm sorry.
From there. So then after that, she started this whole thing with the Crystal World, bringing her up on her platform. When she had Lisa up on her platform, yeah, she was dragging Mandy for having Lisa in a box before. And then she always has Victoria in the boxes. I have dropped many a times because she has let Victoria up. She condones Victoria's actions. That's all I can say about that. I was studying her comments last night telling her, you know, you can say what you want to, but Victoria, you have not taken accountability. You have not made a payment plan to pay any of these people back. You haven't even sent them their product that they paid for. Until you start doing all that, everyone's going to continue to drag you through the mud on TikTok. And yeah, she's got the people on Mel's page that have her back, and it's fucking insanity. I don't go hard for any of them, period. Like that one, oh my god, between her and Mandy, the drama just never ends.
We were friends, weren't we?
I just want to tell her, I'm going to go coffee, and I'm going to be live. Fuck, you didn't see this. I'll be live soon. I don't know if I'm going to go YouTube. I might, since I'm not friends with reckless.
I thought we were friends. No?
The problem with YouTube Live is that in order for me to show things like using StreamYard, I have to use my laptop. And my laptop is so fucked lately with storage because my book is in it. So it like freezes up.
Friends. I'm going to pause it at the important parts, y'all. Okay? I said this multiple times, okay? If our entire conversation is 39 minutes, we are not friends. All right? Not friends.
I have no idea. I don't know much of what's going on because I've just been, every second I have been working on Victoria. Bro, you missed the drama tonight, but so did I. I had to watch on replay. So, you know, Nicole's dad is in the hospital. He had a stroke yesterday. And then Lisa got online saying that her dad had a stroke too, which we all know did not happen. So Nicole was in the back of her dad's truck outside her house, and she, you know, not get Lisa to her, or her to stop threatening her. She was threatening Nicole literally every day for the last 5 7 days. So then Lisa starts doing what Lisa does, going off, threatening her, yada yada, doing that. And then I don't know what happened after that because we don't have time to do that. But that's what
looks like you're initiating
happening TikTok
contact.
tonight.
Not me. Weird.
Victoria, come here, babe. Listen, babe. It can never be me. It could never be me.
Weird. Anybody else confused? Anybody? Because I'm confused.
Yeah, so she has been spiraling now since yesterday when I released her criminal history. She started this morning and yesterday. Well, yesterday she was in the car, making a video while she was riding with her child in the car. And the daughter asked what she's doing. She says, you're on TikTok again? Hi. And posts of her is kind of giggling about it, laughing it off. And then she goes on to say that somebody who thinks they're perfect and likes to expose all these people, she's going to expose. And she's got dirt on all of us and pictures on all of us, this, that, and the other. Now she's over in Discord calling me a scammer because she's that mad that I raised the funds for Rosie in under 20 minutes. And I, in fact, stated with my raise, I get the fundraiser. And it's in the guys, pay attention, I'm going over top of
Also, just so everybody understands, I didn't know it at this point, okay? At this point in time, I thought, in my minds, I thought the money went directly to the vet, okay? It wasn't until I was in Cliff Notes live one day, and she told me in the box that it didn't go to the vet. I, up until that point, thought that all of the donations were going to the vet. I had no fucking idea. She was taking money on 2 different cash apps. I had no idea about any of that.
From the vet. I was not getting 20. Stayed alive from the time just before we pulled up into the vet until I basically showed them taking Rosie to the vet. So she tried to say that I never took Rosie to the vet, this, that, and the other. It's cash grab, and I see people out of money, and I receipts in that. Yeah, that's quite possible. Or she said
that's true.
So I made another video today, so that's quite funny that you guys seem to think that a legitimate receipt is fabricated, and the one that fabricates receipts is the one that also, like I literally flipped the receipt over to the back.
Also, she has never posted in and out receipts. What she brought in and what went out. Never for any fundraising.
So the people can see what was on the back of it, which was reused paper from the vet about animals like a chart file. Posted my CA where the difference, which was $425, that I ended up raising because someone donated directly to the vet as well. And posted those screenshots numerous times from like literally different fucking timestamps. I took a new screenshot every single time. Somebody said, hey, she's up there saying that you scammed me. Literally took a different screenshot every time. And it's like, lady, get it fucking right. It doesn't matter what you say. People do not believe you. There were 100 and something people on my live Friday when I specifically said, please call the vet and donate directly there.
See, this is why I believed that the donations were going to the vet. Okay. Actually, it wasn't until I was in Cliff Notes box that Cliff Notes was like, oh no, they didn't. That was after that.
Rosie is not my animal. She is a stray. I do not fundraise for my personal private animals. They are my responsibility, but Rosie is a stray. She is now sick. On top of that, she's also pregnant and due any day. So
also, just so everybody understands, I do not believe that either. I do believe that Rosie was her cat.
And she's just completely like spiraled at this point. She is like out there. She is so mad that people know that she spent a day in jail last month, possibly longer. I'm starting to wonder if it is longer, meaning she randomly disappeared for like a week or two. It was during that same time that she had to spend that day in jail. And I'm really wondering if she did get in trouble for something else, or they held her because of the money that was owed. I don't know. Anyhow, I had someone message me earlier telling me that she had...
I slowed it down. You're just delayed. There's like a lag on my side. So I slowed it down already.
I found my OnlyFans account, and she was going to show those pictures too. And I said, well, I'm glad she thinks she has that gotcha moment. I told everybody back in January that I had an OnlyFans account. It's not illegal. Who cares? Who cares? So there's no gotcha moment there either, Falsey. And then somebody messaged me and said that she had previously stated that she tried to sign up for OnlyFans and they denied her. Like, they denied her. They kicked her out and deactivated her account. I didn't even know they could do that. But yeah, if you'll go to California Girl, she's got some clips of the videos posted.
I bet you didn't know that fucking California Girl is an OG of mine. You didn't know that? That sucks. Also, I did slow it down. I slowed it down. I never knew. There's a lag, so I don't know how far it is. All right. I never knew that. I didn't know. Excuse me. I shouldn't say never. Right. Same, JC. Same. I didn't know that wasn't a thing until
Ryan has some posted and Stewie has some posted.
Oh, more of my OGs. Interesting.
But I don't know if Stewie's whole page has been banned or if she's just banned from live access. But I always see the clips from Stewie and California Girl, and allegedly has some posted as well.
So we were friends, right? Does anybody understand? Is this a friendship? Cali Girl is such good people. All right. Number one. Number two, you're initiating damn near every contact. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say all contact, but I was responding whenever I got to it. Okay. I'm heading down for, okay. Now listen, you're going to see me say she was going down to file the whatever. Okay.
She did not eat Saturday or Sunday.
Tucker?
Uh-huh.
Yes, ma'am. So she said, gave me two things to have you look out for. First of all, is she still eating?
Very, very small amounts. Very small.
Okay.
She did not eat Saturday or Sunday.
Oh, I'm sorry. So what? You didn't do what? Because you stayed hitting me up with shit. Okay? Do you see this? Constant.
Sorry, I'm driving and eating breakfast. Yeah, my attorney and I have an appointment with investigators tomorrow at 3:30. Chrissy, it's me, Chrissy, sent me the text thread between fuckhead, dumbass, and she, and she openly threatened there to plaster my pitted face pics all over YT and TikTok.
Hold on, y'all. She's never shown them. Never. Hold on. I got to keep a better eye on this. Hold on. Hold on. I got to drop it. And somebody tell her she's behind in the chat, please.
No, because nothing any of us have ever done or said about her crossed a line at all. I have literally never addressed her seriously, which everyone is well aware of, this entire time. I have literally gone tit for tat with her until Chrissy told me Friday night that Fuckface was going to release my nude content from OnlyFans. And then I posted her very public criminal record with her personal information blacked out, even though I did not have to do that because it is a matter of public record. I still did it out of respect for her children, not for her children. I am trying to find the son's father. I'm not sure if it's the Christopher Nicholas guy or the guy with the last name Gooding.
So who stalks? I'm just wondering, who does the stalking here? You? Looks like it.
But I do also plan on having my attorney reach out to him as well, or I will reach out to him and let him know exactly what's been going on and exactly the types of things that she's been saying about his son very, very publicly.
And she did. She did. What's that, Kelly?
Okay, so per my attorney today, we met with investigators. They cannot help me locally because what she did is a federal offense. It's not.
Now, I want everybody, all right? I want everybody. What's the date? March 26th, okay? They cannot help me because it's a federal offense, all right, then why did you need the GoFundMe on April 21st? Why did you need the GoFundMe on April 21st? If the attorney, I appreciate you, if the attorney told you on March 26th, all right, so y'all are going to hear how this story has changed over the last year, all right?
Not just a misdemeanor or a felony, it is a federal offense. So I have to meet with the Attorney General tomorrow after Boosie's field day. I don't have to have an appointment. He just said for me to go in there by myself and then come back to him. So I got to do that tomorrow. I got to take the report back to my lawyer, and then we have to go down again and speak with the local police department. We're going to file a stalking warrant against her. So that way, even if she gets pulled over, like literally for the rest of her life, she will spend 7 days in jail.
But there was never any stalking, Kelly. Yes, I love that. I appreciate you.
Because the messages that I got that I did not know who they were from, but referenced Backpage and OnlyFans, I had already made a police report about those previous.
Okay. I'm going to tell you now, okay? I believe that was a John. Those text messages, I believe that was a John. Stop.
Previously. And I didn't know who it was. And I told the cops that. And then it dawned on me that is the same language she is using. So we're going to go get the police report from that. That's going to go to the Attorney General's Attorney General's office with me as well. But after I meet with AG, they'll go local, will file a stalking warrant. So that way, anytime her name is run or anytime she's pulled over, guess who gets to spend 7 days in jail? And that's till she comes to Georgia and takes care of it. But yeah.
I'm here to tell you firsthand, okay? I appreciate you. I'm here to tell you firsthand that even if the stalking is done out of state via the internet, there can be an investigation. That's a fact. Okay? So why has your police department not done anything?
What she did is a federal offense. And he did tell me that there would be no point in filing a protection order because she does live in Ohio and I do live here.
I do just really quickly want to say, I don't agree with the nudes being shared. Publicly, privately, it doesn't make a difference to me. I still very much think that is wrong. Okay? I don't think that let me back up. Sorry. Seeing it as using it as a grift, okay? Because if let's just say that the FBI was filing charges against those people for the nudes, right? You wouldn't pay a fucking attorney. Okay? You wouldn't pay an attorney. And also, all right, claiming that it was OF when the ones, most of them, let me be clear, were from the ads that she was posting.
And that she's most likely not going to take the time to come here.
She also says in my conversation with Brian, in the conversation, she says, I can't work because they're watching. So he had given her thousands of dollars.
And I said, there's no telling. There's really no telling. But so that's the route we're going. He did tell me that as soon as we got done today, he said, go change your digital footprint. Don't mention her. Just keep letting her look crazy.
Well, so why didn't you listen? If that's what your attorney said, why did you do the exact opposite? I'm just wondering. Why did you do the exact opposite? If your attorney is saying, don't mention her, keep it moving, why did you continue doing it?
And I told him the way she talks about her son and what she said about him being built and being a 30-year-old man in an 11-year-old's body. And my 68-year-old attorney turns around and looks at me and says, and I quote, is she fucking her son? And Savannah knows, Johnny knows. So yeah, it's cool to talk about it with them. I haven't talked to Psycho Bunny yet. I don't have her number. But yeah, Johnny and Savannah both know everything that's happened.
Okay, we see this. Law enforcement has taken over. The only thing is she didn't threaten to unalive Rags like she did to me. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so my attorney said that as far as the stalking warrant goes, being that it is a felony, it will be a felony warrant because she threatened bodily harm, that every time she gets pulled over or her name is run by law enforcement, that they will arrest her and she'll have to sit there for about 7 days because it is a felony. But she can't come to Georgia, so I hope they don't take beach trips because Raggedy said she can't come to Tennessee either.
So I don't know anything about that part. I never really understood what that was talking about, so I never engaged with it. I'm trying really careful because I didn't edit these. So if you see me immediately, like abruptly, stop the screen sharing, that's why, okay? Well, weird. Now here, right? I don't have anything to do with this shit, but she's bringing me something else. Fucking weird. March 28th, still before the GoFundMe, okay? Still before the GoFundMe. Now, mind you, I was not in this live. This is, I think, the live that something happened with an unaliving attempt or not an unaliving attempt. I still don't know the details, okay? Uh-oh. Hold on a second. Are you here? I still don't remember all the details. I wasn't there, okay? Seabark, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay? I wasn't there. So she's telling me about that live. Why are you bringing me this shit? The Judge Judy, right? Claiming that it's fucking liar boss Lux and crazy bitch, okay? I said, how do they know where she works? Okay?
I know you're sick, but I'm going to vent to you for a second. So Fruit Cocktail is behind the Judge Judy, the one that docks my kids' schools, and put that AI porn pick up today.
I want to be really clear here, okay? I have never seen anybody dox her kid's school, all right? I want to make sure that's really clear. Also, I do want to say one of the very first messages I ever sent her was she posted a video of like her kids or something going to school, right? And I immediately slid into her DMs and I said, hey, pull this video and put a sticker over your kid's emblem, all right? Sometimes I do that. Did she try to blame Nookie? Blame Nookie for what? I don't think she tried to blame Nookie. Okay? Sometimes, I was talking to somebody about this yesterday. I've been meaning to film like an internet safety class, right? I haven't done it yet. But sometimes I don't scroll TikTok much. But if I open my app and I see something that could be identifiable, I will tell you in your DMs, hey, just be really careful because people are going way too fucking far, okay? So that was one of the first times I spoke to her. I sent her a message and I said, hey, pull that video, throw a sticker over the emblem because that's identifiable and it's your kid, okay? But I have never seen her children be doxxed. I never heard that. You're talking about Lawyer Boss. I'm talking about Kelly. Lawyer Boss 100% did say that Nookie and this one and that one put her kid and called people child pornographers for it. Not Kelly. Lawyer Boss did that. If that's what you mean. Yeah.
I don't care about the porn pic. But I just got yelled at online by Raggedy for taking up for my kids and saying I don't give a fuck about Fruit Cocktail's mental health after what I dealt with my children all week. Taking my son to the emergency room because of an anxiety attack after I told him a psychopath released their school on the fucking internet and having to walk my 6-year-old into school.
And I'm going to be the first person to tell you right now, if you're good. If your child knows what's going on the internet, you're not doing the right thing. There is absolutely no reason that a child should be afraid when it wasn't even fucking done. There should never be a time that you are scaring your child, okay, to victimize yourself. That is fucking sick. Sick. Gross.
Crying, begging not to go because she thinks someone's gonna kill her.
My goodness. Seabark, I appreciate you, but you don't have to do that.
Her, and I'm supposed to give a fuck about her mental health? I don't think so. I hate that Rags is upset, but I don't give a motherfuck about Fruit Cocktail.
Well, so Kelly, but now that we know that this wasn't done, did you ever come to the internet and correct the things that you said that they did? Did you ever come? Yeah, you're good. If anybody has a question that I can answer, the mods can pin it if they can. I appreciate y'all. Okay. So what in the fuck? Did you ever correct that? Did you ever correct the fact that you had the entire internet? Well, excuse me, that's not true. Let me back up a second. I'm sorry. You had people believing that these people were stalking you. Did you ever correct that they didn't do that? Or you just left it for everybody else? Because that's fucked.
End of rant. Love your face.
Okay? Now, I know I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate you, but you truly, I appreciate you, but thank you. And it's enough. I'm going to, there's some things coming up that I know they hear. So you're going to see me stop because I don't want to accidentally put somebody's information on the internet. Okay. So you're defending with my whole chest, defend her all the time. She only cares about her husband, but fuck my kids. I need somebody, if I'm not mistaken, this live happened, right? And something, and somebody was threatening an unalive attempt, all right? Raggedy said, hey, I think that we should slow down a bit, all right? And that's a genuine reaction, right? And I know that people say that we want this to happen to people, or we want, no, absolutely not. Because I believe that Raggedy did what was right, okay? Now, that happens, and you're mad at Raggedy. Hold on. I just want to make sure I got this right. You're mad at Raggedy in this point in time because you're not the victim for something that was never fucking done. Do I have that right? Please correct me if I said that wrong, because that's what it looks like from where I am. The kids weren't doxxed. You have to know that the kids weren't doxxed. Right? So how are you mad at Raggedy for saying, hey, just real quick, I don't think that this is something that we should be discussing right now. Again, I wasn't there. I just want to be clear. Okay. But I get like bullet points. All right. Over something that didn't happen. That's fucking wild. Oh, you know, Joni? Okay, so now I said, wait, who doxed your kids' info? Right? You see me say, who doxed your kids' info? All right? Fruit cocktail and BL. And you see me say, JJ, let me just make this clear right now. JJ and I, Nicole and I, anybody that I am talking about in these messages, we have apologized and moved on. We are absolutely fine. Okay? I just want people to, but it's important for context, okay? Wait a second. Who doxed your kids? Who's JJ? Right? Try to take the doxing of the kids to the cops, right? I said, nah, people don't get to do that shit and then cry mental health. And I agree with that. I hate it. I don't think it's a secret. I hate it when people dish shit out, right? And then when they're being called out for dishing whatever it is that they're giving out, they're like, no, it doesn't work that way. Because guess what? You could just not start none and there wouldn't be none. Okay? There's something coming up here. So I'm going to drop the screen and then I'll bring it back. Hold on. I can read it to you. I will read it to you. Right. Because then I didn't know that I knew like the Villain Motorcycle Club, but I didn't know that was JJ, if that makes sense. Okay. I said, but is JJ okay with what they did? Does that make sense? Keep your kids off the internet. I said, I'm going to be honest. If you dish it out, you have to be able to take it. Okay. No kids. Hold on. Because, oh, wait, maybe I could. No, I'm not going to, because I think that there's something in this that I want to avoid being told. But I don't know about y'all. I really don't send fucking 2-minute voice memos to people, right? Hold on. I'm sorry. I hit the wrong key. I said, keep you off the internet. I'm going to be honest. If you dish it out. Oh, I read that. I'm sorry. And now I lost my place. I'm working on it, y'all. Why isn't it playing? There we go. I said, no, kids should come first. I said, send me the ad so I could block them. Fruit Cocktail hangs around with Malay, right? BL is trash. Hold on, because there's stuff in here I don't want to display. But this stuff never fucking happened. Ever. Hold on. So, like, what is really the problem? You lied. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Call me crazy. Hold on. I lost it again. Where the fuck is it? Why isn't it playing? Oh, it is playing. I stopped at the screen recording. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm trying to get to a point. She says, I have 100 troll accounts tied to BL, Fruit Cocktail, Lux, Mindy, and Crazy Bitch. Okay. Hold on. Kids are off limits. Hold on. She started threatening to call ICE on Chrissy's husband for giving me information, which I also am never going to agree with. All right. But now I don't know if that's factual either. Okay. Now that I know that she's the liar that she is, okay, I don't want anything to do with it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to. So then she sent me, these are the only 2 subs from last week in that time frame. Now, who do we know? Who do we know with Taco in their screen name? That's BL's buddy as well, Creative Kid. Her baseball mom was banned this morning. I turned that over yesterday, but I thought it would be Monday, Tuesday, but nope, it's gone. Taking credit for banning Liar Boss's accounts. Okay. Hold on. She said, that's my OnlyFans subs. I'm reaching out again Monday to their attorney. I said, yeah, if you know what I mean, it was access, then they could see and they could, I said, I went through something very similar situation with someone else last year. And that's true, right? She's dropping me somebody's information. Said, wonder how far that town is from Louisville. Hold on. It's once I get away from the personal information, I'll bring it back up. But give me a few minutes because I don't want to do that. I don't care who it is. I just posted BL's racist comments. She said, love it for her. What the fuck? I said, that's disgusting. I said, I want these people to get out of the house so I could go back to bed. I was super sick. So this is March 29th. Okay. March 29th. Hold on. And she sends me a screenshot of somebody else with personal information there. Okay. I didn't even know at this point in time. It's super weird to like go back and know so much more now, right? But this entire conversation, there are people that I have sent it to. Liar Boss is her main YouTube channel was something with Louisville. This is JJ's phone number, March 29th. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to. She forwards me a video from Liar Boss. And I think that Crystal is coming up. Okay. Yes, thank you, Scoops. March 30th. BL is desperate for attention. I wouldn't give her a second. I would just continue everything legal as much as you can. Maybe it's affecting her so bad she needs a break. Okay. Hold on. Oh, so I said, dude, be careful. That can come back to you with private info. This is the night that we hopped in Krista's live, right? And I said, yeah, but that might be against terms of service. This is somebody's phone number here. I don't know who, but I'm trying to avoid showing any. Oh, this is Fruit Cocktail's personal information. March 30th. I don't know what the fuck is going on really. Okay. Because at the time I was trying to finish the Victorious series. I really wasn't paying attention. She said it's insanity, but I'm being sent the vid BL put out tonight threatening me and saying she was sending someone to find me. I said, I didn't see that one, but I did report and got down the one she said that pissed me off. She said allegedly has it. And I told her to clip that part and send it to me. So once she does, I'll send it to you. Right. That's what I'm trying to avoid. I don't want to ever, whether I fuck with you or not, I don't intentionally ever want to release somebody's information. I said, all right, I'm going back to bed. I have to find the energy to finish 8 tomorrow. She's telling me what fucking medicine to take. And I was like, oh, it's my stomach. She was telling me to take emergency, and I'm like, oh, it's my stomach. Okay. I would not, she sent me a lawyer boss video. I would not react to her anymore. I think you should handle her legally and let her fucking spiral. Ready for this? Yeah, I'm gonna show you this real quick because I want y'all to see it. Okay. Right, exactly. People have seen these DMs. I've shared them privately just to prove the things that I was saying. Okay. What in the fuck? All right. I said I would not react to her anymore. I think you should handle her legally, let her fucking spiral. I'm not. I haven't all week. Bitch, what? Okay? On top of it, when I was on the phone call the day I moved to Florida, Krista left, right? The day I moved to Florida, I was on the phone call. What up, OG? I hope you're doing all right. I was on a phone call with Krista and somebody else, and she was saying, I was on a FaceTime call with her, and this girl, Kelly, was in her bathroom with a fucking rig in her arm. All right? That her kid walked into the bathroom. I 100% believe that now. Okay? Let me see if I could keep going. Hold on. Right? So you're telling me I'm not. I haven't all week. You did not stop. Ever. 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 Okay? So I want to know, wait, like you contacted me every fucking time. What are you talking about? This is a friendship? Well, it might be a friendship to you, but this is not a friendship. Okay? This is not a friendship. Keep reporting. I would ignore and report. Okay? What in the fuck are you talking about? Oh, wait. Oh, no. We'll play this one. Hold on.
Number comes back to a lady named Carolyn that lives in a town close to me. I'm not going to call this week because if it is the lady at the vet that I think it is, she's most likely told those people at the front that if anybody calls for her that she doesn't work there or they have the wrong number or something like that. So I'm going to wait for about another week or so, and then I'm going to call it there and ask to speak to Carolyn and see what they say then, because she won't be expecting it several weeks from now, but she'll be expecting it this week.
Okay? That police report from the day that the kids and I were threatened. What? What? When were your kids threatened? I'm just wondering. Hold on, I'm afraid. Hold on. Let me stop this because I know there's something coming up. But there are people that have seen this. So you're like, what the fuck? All right. Sorry, I wanted to make sure that I don't want to do that. Hold on. Okay. Oh, wait. I think there's another one coming up, just so you know. All right. Okay. Hold on. Shelly's information. Fruit cocktail. Okay. Now, mind you, I don't even know Shelly. Okay. No idea who she is at this point. This is, hold on. I know, it's crazy. All she does is lie. Hold on. Okay. Oh, okay, you got it. All right.
I'm debating on posting that shit or keeping it to myself. She has asked to stay out of it. But could you imagine the way that fucking fuckface falsifier would be shut all the way down if I posted those messages saying you can't pay your bills and your daughter is coming to me to ask if I can, after she's been talking shit about I owe this person, I ain't got nothing, I don't work, yada, yada, yada. I'm really debating on it. I told the little girl I wouldn't bring her in the drama, but I don't know, Dylan. But I ain't sending her shit.
Rage bait. Ignore it. Okay? And she never shut the fuck up. Ever. Hold on. Ready? What's the date on this? I'll get one in a second. But that's weird. That's weird. Please hand her ass. I can't. Jay, my attorney, said the more I respond, the less of a judge will grant me anything. Well, that's weird. I could have sworn that I've been telling you that this entire time. Weird.
I wouldn't doubt it if she was sleeping with different dealers for dope or something, or was just sleeping with a dealer and got pregnant, because her other kids are white and the other exes are all white.
I wouldn't believe I believe that you're the one that gets pregnant by dealers or fucking Johns. How about that? No doubt. I've been in trouble twice in my 20s. What? Are you okay? Girl, what? I wouldn't even bother and just let her spiral. Weird. Keep doing what you're doing, right? Because now, mind you, April 8th, I had no fucking idea that she was still posting videos every day, all right? I had no clue. Filed her on okay. Let her spiral, okay? You see me telling her, ignore her. Let her spiral, right? Weird. Super weird.
I'll be completely honest. The fact that she didn't come to me really is a red flag to me anyway, because why wouldn't she come to me? If she's desperately needing help, right? Why would you not come to me? Because I would have been able to help her. That's the only thing that like really is a huge red flag to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you what, I'm going to file one of those special reports, the one that I sent you screenshots of, every single time she opens a new account. When she opens a new account, I'm not even going to go, I'm just going to hit it with that report, because I added, same. That's the way I feel about it now. I did it at first, but had she contacted me, I might not feel that way. But I think that BL likes to stir up shit because she needs people to talk, because without them talking, she has fucking nothing.
She's living in some kind of fucking acid trip illusion or something. But yeah, she said that I released her kid's name today. No, never have, never would, never will. However, she did release mine, my child's, the other day, along with her school and my full physical address.
I think it was Stewie that posted something about that, so I did see that. Because, but I didn't. What does CPS have to do with anything, though? Like, where did that come from? What's the point of even saying that?
And let's not forget that she gave CPS my information to contact me. Okay, remember?
That's disgusting, dude. Like, for real, disgusting.
Okay. I wouldn't. And that would also be retaliation on her end. Document everything. So it sort of looks like you were the one bringing everything to me, and also using my name over and fucking over publicly so that people believed that we were friends. Okay? Just so everybody understands. All right? I would deal with it legally. Every single time she talks about you, it gets worse for her. If you engage, the courts won't take it seriously. April 14th. Okay? I'm going after her civilly too as soon as the criminal hearing is over with. Well, that's weird. So how did we get from this on April 14th to on April 21st, you making a GoFundMe? Okay? Wait, how did we get from point A to point B? I'm just wondering, because that's weird.
Yeah, so apparently they are now posting ads using my OnlyFans content for prostitution. So I had to deal with the police until 11 o'clock last night. She claims she found this ad on Backpage. Backpage hasn't been around in 20 years. So I'm not quite sure how I could be posted on a website that has not been active for 20 years. But anyhow, I spoke with the shift sergeant last night via phone and an officer, T. Jackson. I emailed them the link to the Judge Judy page, emailed them the link to her TikTok, and I just got off the phone with Canton PD. So they're going to send someone up to her work. He said that he would just look into the stuff that Raggedy filed. So I really, truly hope she was honest about that, because that's what they're going to go by.
Not everybody lies like you do, skank.
and they go and speak to her, and they're going to mention me and her. But he said he didn't really need my paperwork. But I told him he was more than welcome to have everything that I had, and I would also give him the report ID from last night because I could not pick up a report until tomorrow. This shit is fucking ridiculous, villain. When I tell you I had someone show up to my house last week when Carly was here, and I wondered why he said, hey, I'm here to see Hannah. Sorry it took me so long. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, because Hannah is my OnlyFans name. Well, it was. It's not anymore. And he was like, okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And Carly was standing right beside me, and he turned around and left. And I had no idea what that was about. I do now, because they have been posting me again and sending people to my fucking house. And I would love to know the phone, whoever answers that fucking phone number they got posted, because that's how they're getting my address. That is, it's 229-808-98888. That is not my phone number. My phone number is 229-894-3527. I mean, this shit has gotten out of fucking hand. I sent pictures of different apartments to her ex, trying to find her new address, and I think I may have found it via like.
Confirmed that she has multiple text now numbers that she uses for her hookah stuff. That's true.
Picture, because he said one of them looked familiar, but he did not know the actual physical address. But he was going to talk to his son tonight because she was on live or something last night, and her son was right there, and she was calling me a prostitute and saying this, that, and the other. And just like I said on my live yesterday, yes, I did use to escort. That is no lie. Why would I lie? Why would I admit to it? I mean, it just doesn't fucking make any sense. And then she's claiming that I said I had no.
But you did lie about it.
Pictures posted online. When did I say that? I have never said that. I have said over and over and over again, yes, I have an OnlyFans. Who the fuck cares? It's not illegal. Who cares? But the pictures.
But prostitution is. That's why you're denying it, right? That's why you're denying it. Because you're on probation, okay? You're on probation, and you are still committing crimes prostituting yourself. That is why you deny it. Unfortunately for you, I have proof.
So they posted of me last night were only on my OnlyFans. So I gave her enough fucking rope, and she hung her fucking self out to dry. And I cannot fucking wait for it, because she has really gone off the deep end now. And she really just fucking fucked herself. But I will send you the video of the man coming to my door. It doesn't have audio, it's just video, because my fucking camera's messed up. And I can't afford to buy a new one because of all this fucking shit that I've had to deal with and all the fucking days I've had to take off work. But it's just fucking insane. And her ex, I've been talking to him like every fucking day. It's crazy. He hates her. Fucking hates her. Like, he was asking me yesterday, please tell me they're going to pick her up. Please tell me she's going to go to jail. Like, bless this fucking man's heart that he has to fucking deal with her.
Just really quick, Kelly, I want you to know that Mexican Homie has access to my entire Dropbox file about you. I want you to know that I gave him that file so that he understood that you were a thief. Just so you know. Yep.
Villain.
Knows.
Oh my God. The shit that he just fucking dropped was a gold mine. Do you hear me? The 17-year-old that we've been trying to figure out is a son. She has 4 children. The son that her sister has.
But you don't stalk people, right? You don't stalk people? That's what you're saying, right? Didn't she say that in the video? She doesn't stalk or harass anybody?
Has custody of him. They have nothing to do with her at all. The son will not even speak to her. The daughter, Megan, does not come around. She has not spoken to her, and Matthias's father has never even met her or the son. He doesn't even know the son's name. They split up because she cheated on him. And he's like, I don't even care that she did it. But she claimed domestic violence on me because I accidentally bumped her with my elbow. And while I was in jail, she sold everything that I had. And then even when I got out, he got full custody of the little boy. She has visitation only. He is the custodial parent. She cannot even live out of Louisville, Ohio. She can't even move out of the city with him. So, I mean, and then he said, I don't know why in the hell she would bring up prostitution, because she claims she used to run girls.
Hold on. I know there's something coming up, y'all. No, that's not it. Hold on, y'all. Let me exit it. Give me a sec. This is almost done. Hold on. I gotta go back. There goes my nails today. I don't know. But she doesn't stalk people, though. She doesn't do that. This is where I figured out that Lawyer Boss's oldest kid messaged me on a burner, because she sent me the screenshot, and I was like, wait, that account messaged me a while back, right? I said, that's so weird. I got a DM from a 000 about that exact thing a few weeks ago. She thanked us. This is all. Wait, hold on. I got to drop it again. I'm sorry. Just because, you know, I'm not gonna do that. That girl was so upset when Kelly put those recordings out. I'm not doing that. I like, she was super worried about it, and I'm never gonna do that. Not unless she tells me that she wants me to. Hold on, I'm sorry.
So I told her 1,000 times she is playing a poor man's game of checkers, and I'm playing a rich man's game of chess. And she's just
Are you though? Are you? I don't think you know anything about checkers or chess or rich, maybe poor.
just making herself look worse and worse every day.
Here we go. Hold on. I know that there's something coming up. Hi. It's just me walking her through monetization, right? That's what that was. I really wanted to go get my nail fixed today, but that's looking like I'm too late. This is me walking her through doing takedown requests on the ads. There you go. This is her lying about them not being her ads. Okay. This is me giving her the Homeland Security contact and telling her the ad's down.
That must be a fresh upload because I can't see it yet, so it's got to process before I could see it. I just went to pick up dinner. I'm on my way back home now. But look, here's the truth of it, right? And it's going to sound weird the way I say it, but once it's all out there, they got nothing else on you, right? I just left a comment responding to somebody, I don't remember who. But it sucks when, like, they're putting your shit on blast, right? But guess what? What other weapons are they going to have after they go through them all? Can you send me the link to the Judge Judy channel?
So let me be really clear here, all right? Every single time. I am going to tell people every single time, post it and take their fucking power away. Every single time. If there's something to tell, get up on the internet and tell it. Don't let nobody have that type of control over you. And she never did it. She continued the lie. Okay? Now look. New ad posted. Okay? Okay?
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. But what was I just going to say to you? I would go through. I don't know if the same wording is used in all ads, but that's how we found the first one, was Googling exactly what's in it.
Yep.
But if they use the same wording, it'll be easier to find. I would go through and report them, all of them, the same way you reported that one, because it seemed to work.
Okay? That's true. That is how I found them. But guess what, Kelly? You still use the same fucking wording, liar. Maybe you should change that up a bit. What do I know? You know? Listen, April 17th, okay? Let her fucking spiral. All right? You see it? Because in my mind, she's not making videos, right? I was moving. I didn't have time to keep up with Kelly's lying shit. Okay? I was moving. Let her please ignore her publicly. Let her fucking spiral. I don't think. Okay.
I don't talk to English like that. She actually texted me yesterday trying to get me to give her boss lady's real phone number because she said her cousins that were bloods were going to go after her, and I told her I didn't have it. I do, but no, that's not cool.
I desperately need coffee. Okay? Now I want y'all to pay attention. All right? Amen, Kelly girl. All right? Pay attention. What does this say? April 17th. What days did I send you that money on that receipt you posted, Kelly? Weird. Did Tracy Lely lend you money? Yeah, about a month ago, and not because I asked, which is a lie. She did ask. Okay? Pay it back. Nicole knows about it. Address it ASAP. Okay? I did over a month ago. She's an idiot. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. The day she sent it, I immediately got the money order. I said, okay, well, do you have proof of you paying it back? Me dropping the money order in the mailbox. I said, she said you haven't paid it back. She said, yeah, look on the first one. I sent 150 3 days later. Okay? So guess what? I sent her the money, right? You'll see. 350? Yep, PayPal. Okay. Think about it. If there's anything, get it out from you. That way they have nothing to say. All right? Got it. I'll send it back to you tomorrow. 90 days. She had 90 days. Trying to find the screenshots. I paid it back. Okay? My entire tax check went to my lawyer for this. Also a lie. Brian told us that as well. Right? This is her talking about Lily, right? And in those screenshots, Lily was saying, you asked me for the money. Okay? Yeah, it was me. I paid it. And she had 90 days to get it back to me and did it. Right? So there's that. Where else do we want to go? You know what? I'll just do it this way. I'll end it because I gotta get coffee. All right. So what I'll do is, okay, if anybody has any questions, I will answer them with proof. Liar. Okay. Because all I have is proof. If I were to type your name into Dropbox, you would be embarrassed at the amount of files that I have regarding you. Because you cannot take accountability for the fact that you used my name, used my platform to lend credibility to your fucking bullshit. It's a problem when I've taken more accountability than you have. Also, for the people in the back, you have no fucking idea how much money I tried to pay people back out of my own fucking pocket. Okay? You have no idea how many refunds I gave to people that gave her fucking money. You don't know what you're talking about. Because guess what? Had she not reached on to me and had I not co-signed the things that she was saying, she would have never gotten that money. And I felt fucking responsible. If people took refunds from me, I gave it to them. You have no fucking idea what you're talking about. I did. There were people that wouldn't take it. You know, they wouldn't take it from me, but there were people that I did pay back. But you don't get to, until you get up on this bitch and say, I lied, I stole from people, and then I continue to fucking point fingers at everybody else to not take accountability, I'm not going to stop trying to put you in prison for it. It's just that simple. You could have done it yourself. You could have gotten up on this bitch and said, listen, I just want to get some shit off my chest. I did some fucked up shit last year and I took people's money and I never retained an attorney. And nothing would have been said by me. Nothing. I would have had nothing to say because accountability is my fucking problem. Really quick. I just want to go through this. Oh, wait, no, wrong file. Hold on. I'm going to find, okay, now that we've gone through, I know it's a lot for people that, that's going to be difficult. Typing in receipt in my Dropbox, not a good thing. Hold on. Kelly, receipt. All right. Listen, peekaboo. It's what pisses me off. I'm just going to be like 100% honest. What pisses me off is the fact that she denies it. All right. This is the receipt that you tempted to send somebody. Girl, I know you're fucking lying. This is the fucking receipt that you attempted to send somebody. Okay? Get the entire fuck out of here. All right? Now, the date on this, hold on, let me drop the thing for a second. I'm sorry. Let me drop it because I don't want to show something I'm not supposed to. All right? That's one. You originally tried to send one of the victims, one of the victims that you stole from, right? Let me do it this way. I'm sorry, y'all. Oldest. Okay? This. A victim. Somebody that you fucking stole from, all right? Now, if you guys go back to the conversation that I had with Brian, he said she was going to do this, all right? He said she had a Dollar General receipt book in her fucking thing, and she was going to use it, all right? Now, this receipt says $323.25, and it is for 24 something, all right? This is why I contacted her attorney. So, how did we go from this to the other one? That's what I want to know. Right? Where's the, here, let me do it this way. Right? Now, mind you, you could compare this handwriting to Kelly's and you're going to get an exact match. All right? You're going to get an exact match. She doesn't have proof. She fakes proof. Hold on, because I got another one, right? After that, you attempted to post another one. I know, crazy. After that one, you then posted, hold on. The other one, receipt is such a difficult word in my Dropbox, y'all. You attempted to post the one that fucking I made the shirt out of. It was so fucking embarrassing, right? Do you remember that? So no, ma'am. No, until you fucking get up on this bitch and you fucking admit what you did, I'm not going to stop. It's really just that simple. You could be as mad about it as you want, to be honest, but I'm not dealing with it. You can't do that. You don't get to fucking lie about people and act the way you're acting. I don't know what's going on. I know. It's crazy. I'm losing. I don't know what's going on. It's not letting me. Hold on. And I really got to pee. All right, y'all. Screen sharing was canceled. Make sure you. Yeah, I did that already. I hope everybody has. Right. It's that simple. Listen, if she came back, y'all, I can't get my camera back. And I'm going to end because I really got to pee. If she came back to this app and admitted the fact that she stole from people that are my friends, all right, I would have nothing to say. I would have nothing to say. I wouldn't be happy about the fact that a 10-year fucking person on probation it just stole from people. But guess what? As long as she was trying to make it right, I wouldn't have a thing to say. But instead, she gets on this motherfucker and spits in their fucking faces. And that pisses me off. It pisses me off that she gets on this internet and lies about the people that had the decency to try to fucking help her when she needed the help. And that's just fucking gross to me. And I'm sorry, but if you owe me $200, you probably should just shut the fuck up because you look dumb. You look dumb. She did write that receipt. And then after that receipt, she tried to post another receipt that I made the t-shirt out of. Real receipts don't do that, Kelly. All right? But most importantly, what I want to know is how come you don't have a stitch of fucking proof over there? Why is it that I could sit up here time after time and throw receipt after receipt after receipt after receipt and you can't prove a motherfucking thing? Why is that? Why is it that I have police reports that you filed on false shit, but you haven't even tried to contact the fact that I've been contacting every fucking agency in your local area? Why is that? I know why. And I bet other people know why too. Okay. Yeah, I need coffee. I hope everybody has a good day. Kelly, don't be a piece of shit. You ain't going to use my name on your next grift, hoe. Okay. You did that already. I know, Tracy. And stop fucking attacking people that you fucking took money from. If you take money from people, that makes you look bad when you start attacking them, because guess what? Skank, you fucking needed them at one point in time. Zero excuse. She's a fucking junkie. She's a fucking hooker. And all she does is fucking lie and steal from people her entire life. Her entire life. That she could have the Marcator Club. It makes them look less credible every fucking day. I hope everybody has a good day. Everybody else, don't be a piece of shit today. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Anybody else that has any questions that I didn't get to in this chat, you can email me, queenofbeingbanned3.0@gmail.com. If there is something that you need proof of, you could contact me and I will get it to you. Okay? But Kelly, you're a fucking lying skank and a thief, which makes you even worse. Good night, guys.